much. That's important to hear. Every politician, it's nice to hear. Our next speaker, Toby Barrett, Norfolk, agriculture critic, does a great job, good supporter, with Jim Wilson, the interim leader of the PCs. He just relinquished that position to Patrick Brown, our new leader. So on behalf of Patrick Brown, who's in Ottawa, resigning as MP, Mr. Toby Barrett and Jim Wilson.
Well, thank you, Ron, and I'm sincerely pleased that everybody made it through the winter.
Yes.
You know, we think of some of our, we have to think about some of our friends and neighbors out in rural Ontario. I heat with electricity, I try to. I went through 20 cords of wood this winter. I was talking to people this winter up in Cochrane and Kenora. They go through 40 cords of wood because of what's happening. It's put us back 100 years. We're now forced to heat our houses with wood. When Jim Wilson, our recently wrapped up interim leader, was energy minister, our government, I was in government at the time, we froze electricity rates at 4.3 cents a kilowatt hour. The peak rate today has now climbed to 16.1. We have, this coming winter, we have to look after our friends and neighbors. Some of the old houses out in rural Ontario, the houses up in northern Ontario can no longer afford this. I sincerely welcome everybody for coming out today, and the thing that I want to stress is so many other people are joining us right now and continue to join us on social media, as was mentioned earlier, of course, at Hydro One, EIEI, Enough is Enough. There's one other website. I get all my information on this subject from another website. Here she is right here, Lisa Jensen in my riding. Her website, I call it Rural Farm Woman. Is that the official handle?
On my Twitter, yeah. I've been giving them hell.
Yeah, she does give them hell. She gives me hell on occasion as well. So, I do bring regrets from Patrick Brown. He's got a good excuse. He's in Ottawa right now resigning his seat so he can be down here with us and with Jim Wilson. And I can assure you, as with all of my colleagues, we form government. The Green Energy Act, very simply, we're going to scrap it. So look forward to Patrick Brown on that one. Thank you.
Jim, you want to say a couple of words? Jim? Come on, say a couple of words, please.
Jim Wilson.
Let's hear it for Jim Wilson. We're taking over in interim basis.
Thank you very much. And I'll just add to what Toby said about Patrick, so that you know that we're very serious about this issue. You may know we had an historic morning on Monday morning here in the legislature when the Premier of Quebec came to speak to us. There's only been 10 people that are unelected that have ever gone onto the floor of the House to speak to parliamentarians. And Mr. Couillard was the 10th person to ever do that since Confederation, so it's a very rare honor. Patrick, in his response, raised two issues and two issues only, and one was congratulating Quebec on moving towards balancing their budget, and congratulating Quebec for having among the lowest rates, hydro rates, in North America. And he said, when we form government, we're going to look to Quebec as a model on how to get rates down. And I can tell you, as a former energy minister, there are so many things we can do. We can do it today if the government has the courage to do it. They need to listen to you. The number one issue in our ridings, as Norm Miller said and others have said, is the affordability of hydro. Enough is enough. We're with you all the way.